Dr. Sabir John is head of international students at Samarkand State Medical University, which is the biggest university of Uzbekistan. More than 3,000 Indian students are studying at Samarkand State Medical University.
It was established in more than 19 years. That university is a unique one. The relationship between Uzbekistan and India has a very deep history. 3 years ago, become as a dean of this faculty.
So many students are coming, Indian students are coming, and they're preferring Uzbekistan over other countries. How has been your experience working with or nurturing our Indian students?
Our university trying to do their best to create good condition for their studies, and they are trying to support and to help each international student.
How many hospitals we have in Samarkand State Medical?
Generally, we have a very big our university hospitals. Indian students or others, around 70% they can pass from first time.
And our students are going, let's say, after completing the education, is there a possible way they can go to their postgraduate education in US, UK, Australia?
No problem, because our diploma is acceptable. Recently, we got one more institutional certificate from Euro-Ocean. Every student, we are responsible for them during their education process.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Anuj Goyal from my university, and today I have with me one of my very special guests. I have with me Dr. Sabir John. Dr. Sabir John is head of international students at Samarkand State Medical University. Very highly qualified surgeon, MD. He has done his PhD from Japan and his GSc also, and he's looking into the interest of international students. Let me tell you, more than 3,000 Indian students are right now studying at Samarkand State Medical University, which is the biggest university of Uzbekistan. And after a request, I could get some time to interview sir and to take his feedback. How's the education and how Uzbekistan as a country and Samarkand University is coming up as a potential destination for Indian students? Thank you, sir, for sparing your wonderful time, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. So, Uzbekistan, if I'll say, right, we've seen like India shares a very special relationship with Uzbekistan. And on my personal trip, I've really found that warmth and vibe of Uzbeks, right, that I never find in any other country.
Mhm.
But from your perspective, like now, so many students are coming, Indian students are coming, and they're preferring Uzbekistan over other countries. How has been your experience working with or nurturing our Indian students?
So thank you for your question. Actually, so as I already said, the relationship between Uzbekistan and India, it has a very deep history actually. And I can tell you very important things for me. 35 years ago, probably.
35 years ago.
Yes, 35 years ago, or maybe more. It was that time I was a junior, and our Uzbek nation grew up from Indian movies influence,
Yes.
So at that time we saw many interesting and very useful Indian movies, and from that time I very like the Indian people actually. So Alhamdulillah, nowadays I'm working as a foreign students. The international students number nowadays more than 3,200.
3,200.
In the Samarkand State Medical University, and majority of them, of course, Indian students, more than 2,500. So, that question which you asked me, you have to ask the foreign student actually why they have chosen our university.
Yes.
So the number of the foreign students at the Samarkand State Medical University increasing year by year.
Ah.
So almost 3 years ago, 2 years and 5 months ago, I become as a dean of this faculty. Before I was a dean of the local faculty actually. At that time, the number of students was just 700.
Ah.
So majority of the students, around 1,000 students, they have transferred from Ukraine because of some political issue. So then I think our students, they have a very good collaboration with their countrymates, and our university is trying to do their best to create good condition for their studies, and they are trying to support and to help every each international student. So maybe they have a good uh, some impressions from our university, and so why they are working with their countrymates, and probably for that reason, many Indian students have chosen our university.
And sir, frankly speaking, like students from India, they opt to go abroad, especially for the medical education, because the cost of medical education in India is very high.
Yes,
But generally, one thing that comes to every parent is the quality of education. Because ultimately, the destination of Indian student is to come back to India,
exactly.
and they have to compete with Indian standards.
Yes,
Now, because you are yourself a teacher, a faculty, you are
yes.
nurturing the students and you are monitoring them very closely.
Yeah.
How you envisage that at your under your direction at Samarkand, how you envisage this nurturing? What are the qualities that you develop in the students, and what are the things, the activities or the academics that Samarkand Medical University is focused in delivering the students?
Just I would like to tell you very important. Our Honorable Rector, Professor Jasur Desai, is always telling very important thing for our administration. Of course, I mean administration staff, especially to me and to our Vice Director for International Affairs, Professor Aminov. He says that we do not need the quantity, we need quality.
Oh.
So we have our foreign students are equal with our local students as well, and they are studying in direction general medicine, and it's based 6 years the course education process, and we are doing our best to teach them. And I have to say that our university professors they are strict in education,
Very strict.
very strict. So because university already was established more than 19 years ago, almost 100 years ago. So that university is a unique one in the Uzbekistan right nowadays, and our authorities they're doing best to improve and the conditions for the foreign student as well, not only for the local student. That means we have a very big and very modern library, medical library, where every local and foreign student can come and feel free take any medical, I mean the books and can use them. And I have to say that nowadays our local teachers are trying to do their best to learn English because they have some those kind of privilege. If they can teach their foreign students, they can earn normal salary. And we have a more than 50 foreign teachers as well,
Oh wow.
who is supporting us in the education process. So they're highly educated process, they're specialists. And the main thing is, I'm telling always to my foreign students that you are here for study and to study. And your parents are waiting for you. And your country is waiting for you. And you have to focus your mind in the to education process. Of course, feel free, enjoy with your life in Samarkand, in Uzbekistan. Why not? Because that place is, alhamdulillah, very quiet. The people are very polite. The condition is good. The weather is very nice. So, and the main thing is that they have to pass the final state exams by the end of the course, the sixth course, and after 12 semesters. And that exam is not easy to take actually.
Yeah.
So just I would like to tell you that after graduating last semester, the students who already graduated from India, so almost 75% can pass your local uh, medical committee, medical committee exam. So I know that it's not easy, and they have a very good chance to already have passed it to pass here internship and they can work as a general
It's
medicine.
good, sir.
Yes.
When you say the examination difficulty level is, at a bar, naturally they have to again face an exam.
Yes, of
While in India, so if
Yes.
they're prepared, it's better that the chances are high.
So as I told you before, the education process it's yeah, not too expensive like in India actually, compared with England in India. Of course, every student, even from the first course, they can have access to the patient. I mean, to the hospital, because our university has several hospitals.
How many hospitals we have in Samarkand State Medical University?
Actually, originally we have two very big our university hospitals, and our many departments is located in several local territories, some hospitals as well. So, just I would like to tell you that from now, many students from first course they are trying to learn Uzbek and Russian language. Oh, because it's necessary to communicate for communication
The
with
local
the
people.
local people, not only local people. The main thing is that it's the patients.
Yes.
Not every patient can speak English very well. So that means we are doing our best to teach them not only medicine, or of course we have many courses for learning Uzbek or Russian language as well.
And let me tell you, whatever sir is saying, the reflection of all this is the state exam and all, that this year the FMG result of Samarkand State Medical University is very, very, very encouraging.
Yeah.
And almost 60 to 70% students
Yes, almost 70%.
passed their FMG in the first attempt.
Yes. We have many agencies who are supporting us with the students, who are bringing us to foreign students, Indian students, or others. Around 70% they can pass from first time. I think it's not bad.
Oh, it's a good
Sign.
number.
Yes.
It's a very good number. 70% first attempt, and that's also the first batch.
So we have not Indian students. We have students from Pakistan. We have students from Bangladesh, Morocco, Oman. We have students from Turkey, Russia, Afghanistan. So of course they are doing their best to learn medicine in
And our students are going, let's say, after completing the education, is there a possible way they can go to, their postgraduate education in US, UK, Australia?
No problem, because our diploma is acceptable.
This
So
recently-
recently, yes.
Yeah.
Because recently we got one more institutional certificate from Eurasian Accreditation and Attestation Committee of Healthcare Quality and Education. So that means we are in the top of the universities in Central Asia, and we have our range in the best 1,000 universities, and we hope in the near future our we become as a stronger and stronger university in the world. Inshallah.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir, and thanks a lot for sharing your vision. And I must tell you, Uzbekistan is a country. I am in love with the people, with the climate. Whatever a student go for, for the good food, good people, good climate, good education, supportive. And one thing that I've observed that government is very tightly regulating everything.
Exactly.
Right? Recently, one of my students said that they have very clear policy, like within this particular, zone or the area or square feet, this many students can accommodate.
Yeah, right.
So when the government is monitoring, it's a very regulated education.
Actually, we are working very close with the internal affairs departments of Samarkand City, and the registration process, visa process, extension of the visa process is connected with the internal affairs departments. So we have in our university the vice rector for international affairs, Dr. Aminov, and his team. We have a department of international affairs. They are regulating all these processes under their control as well. So our rector, as I told you before, Professor Rizai Jasalanjanic, doing his best to support all foreign students. Anytime, and he's a bot on the Telegram. Any students can direct to approach him. They can contact with him and tell him everything.
Being a rector of 3,000 students is available for everyone.
He has actually his agent. his assistant,
Assistant.
who is ruling this one, and very important questions, very serious cases, of course, he is solving that process by himself.
You are the guardian. So a parent who's leaving his child to you, so you are the guardian, and it's good that you are very focused and you are, probably asking them to get focused, right? So as to complete their
You know, even here, far from Uzbekistan, I'm here, and just I would like to tell you, there I had several conversations with the parents of the students.
Oh,
Because some of them have some health issue, some of them have another some issue. So they're asking to meet somebody that somebody has some dating process. You know, even from here I have to control all these process because every students we are responsible for them
yeah.
during their education process. We are like the parents in our university, in our country.
So, thank you, sir. And
Very nice to meet
I'm
you.
really glad the way you have approached and the way you are mentoring and nurturing our Indian students. That gives me a sense of pride also. That our students, the parents, they feel their students in the right hand and the right place.
Oh, we are trying to do our best.
Thank you, sir.
We will try to do our
Yes.
best, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much
Thank
for being with us.
Please make a plan to visit our university,
Sure.
Samarkand,
Very much.
and you can see with your own eyes all conditions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.